Yes, Rick Shaw here on the 9th of June, 2022, and there's our newest addition to the family. We, yesterday, what happened with us is, we've had no water at the house for almost a week. Just absolutely no water at all. We're having to go haul water and all this. So I'm like, okay, this is starting to suck. Well, the neighbor at the end of the street, he knows the people who live up front. So what happened was, he said they got water. So they must have got pissed at us because we all complained down on the bottom. We all went to the meeting. So in order for everyone up front to have water, they shut our valve off. So where we live in the second phase, no water. So I told my wife, let's just get the hell out of here. So we come up here to see our buddy. And the other thing that happened really cool was we stopped at the Social Security. I worked for 6 years here. Now you have to have 10 years, and then at 60 you can get the Social Security. Well, I didn't have 10 years. Well, we just found out I can get all them months back. The company paid in. I paid so much, and then the company paid in, and it's a pretty good amount. So we're going to get that back. We were up there yesterday. I couldn't do anything on my phone, so my buddy Onat here, right up this little alleyway, is a fellow that works for the Social Security, and he said it has to be on a laptop. So we have a laptop. We even were down at the office yesterday, and it's no go on the phone. So I've got to get that taken care of. When we get home, there's requirements you got to do, and then I got to take a picture of stuff on the phone, take some pictures of like my bank statement and picture of me, like that. So we're going to get all that done. Now mine ends in a certain number, and it's just like anywhere else now. You have to come on the day. We got lucky that my day was Wednesday, because the Social Security number here in the Philippines ends with the 6. So just by chance, it was a Wednesday. Otherwise, they won't even let you in the door. So the next time I can come back is on a Wednesday. So we'll wind up going back home, and then we'll come back, make sure we come back next Wednesday. And we also found out I paid into eBig for like this home loan. And it's, that's a couple hundred pesos a month. So you figure, it's 78 months or something, because I was off work for a little while for the heart thing. So it wasn't the full 72, or how many months was it? It's written down, but that's 200 pesos a month that was put in there. Just my contribution. I don't know how much work put in, because we couldn't get that. So we're going to get all that back too. We're going down to Binion today. Onad and I, we're going to take a ride down there, and then we're going to we're going to start doing the paperwork for that, and we want to get that back. But my sweetie and I, we just got fed up. We got so fed up with the place. No water, and then they shut us off because they're pissed at us. I think they're just so damn petty up there. Everybody had a complaint. We had the meeting. So what do we get? Up front, they all got water and we don't. So like I say, I don't think they're going to do anything. They say, oh, we're going to do this. I don't think they're going to do anything. Now they're just playing spite games with us. They're getting very shitty, and I don't think they're going to fix it. They said, oh yeah, there's going to be guys up working on the tank. Well, guess what? I went up there. I never seen anybody the entire day working on the tank. So, and then we got a water bill. And the funny thing was, we haven't had water at all, and our water bill was like double. It was way more than normal, and we haven't had water. These people, I'm telling you what, just make sure when you come here, if you move here and you buy a house, get everything in writing. I would recommend this Demeterland, though. My personal opinion is just stay far away from them, because they knew all about this. They knew all about the whole deal. I actually got a hold of. They started advertising on Facebook. Morning. So they were advertising on Facebook, and somebody had just got a house, so I wrote on there on the Demeterland website, I sure hope this place has water, you know. Well, somebody that was buying a house from them came and texted me back, so I was going back and forth with this young gentleman, and they were getting ready to buy a house from Demeterland, and I says, look, pal, we've been over here in Lipa City for like a year, and most of the time we don't have water. And when I talked to him just the other day, he says, oh. So then his wife messaged me, and she was, really? And I said, yeah, we don't have water, and they knew about it and never told us. So they backed out. We're gonna go somewhere else. Now I said, I don't know about your development though. Their development was a different one. I says, don't just back out. Check into it first and see. And she says, no. I mean, if you've been living in a house for a year and you don't have water, they were the same as me, blaming them. The Demeterland tries to say it's not their fault. And they told me a couple times they didn't know. No, that's bullshit. That is 100% bullcrap, because they did know. They were having to bring in water trucks just to do concrete work. The foreman told us the very first houses that were built, there was no water. It was running out all the time, so they knew about it, because they got to find out why their guys aren't working. So that's what we run into. So I'm going to let you go, and it's a beautiful morning. That's my buddy Ronald. He lives right on the edge of the woods here. He's the last house, and then you go back there. But somebody built one back here. I think I did a video on this before. Somebody built a squatter house back here, right there. That used to be just an open spot. Well, now there's a house in there, and there's a dude living in there. So, but this path goes all the way up to the cliffs. It's very nice and peaceful. I took Shaky this morning for a walk over there. It's kind of dark yet, so I didn't bring the camera, but I took Shaky. And then, of course, we got this new little pup. We're going to be taking her home with us. We named her Muggs, because Shake, if I scoop her a coffee mug of dog food, that's all she eats in one day. She don't eat a whole lot. Well, this little dog, he said they eat a lot. Ronald got it from some folks, and the reason why they said you can have the dog, there's 12 of them, bring us a kilo of dog food. Well, we scooped up that little tiny dog, a mug, dumped it in the bowl, and it ate it. It scarfed it up. So, okay, we brought dog food with us. So I scooped up another one, and I put it in the bowl, and he ate it. So I gave him 3. And that was it. Well, nice thing though, as soon as she was done eating, little female, as soon as she was done eating, she ran and poo-pooed. So I think she's going to be very easy to train. She's a little beauty. He gave us choice. You can have whichever one you want. And I was playing with them both yesterday, and I like the little one. She's much more friendly. They're both very alert. I don't know what kind of dog that is, but she kind of got the 5 o'clock shadow, so that's Muggsy. But she has also ate 3 coffee cup mugs worth of food. So, but we're going to be taking her home, and the cool thing is, the people gave ONAD the shot papers already. Even though this dog's just little, it already had its shots. So we don't have to do that. We're going to take Shakes down to our vet over here. We used to live if you look out here and you see that greenhouse up on the hill, you just keep going past that about a half a kilometer, and that's where we used to live. So we're going to go to our old vet, and we're going to get Shaky, because the end of the month we're going back to Mindoro, and we can't take her unless she's got that 5-in-1 shot. So we're going to stop down today and get that. The little pup's already has it, so we'll be able to take the pup with us. And we got a new member of the family, little Muggsy. So we're kind of stoked. The kids were pretty stoked. I just hope we can train her up pretty quick, because they were in the pen last night, and I never seen dogs do this before. They're just little tiny dogs, but they crapped inside the pen. So Ronald was up this morning. He was cleaning that up, and then when we let her out of the pen to run around, she ran right over by the wall and took another crap. And I was like, okay, we're really gonna have to watch her, so that she doesn't start shitting places. I'm not going to need that. My wife won't have that. So we'll have to like cuddle her up and hold her, like I did with Shakes. Shakes slept with us, and this one and Shakes and her. Shakes kind of mothering her. Yesterday when we were going through here, Shakes was mothering her and shepherding her around and stuff. So that was pretty cool. We kind of got a kick out of that. So we'll have another little pup to run when we move to Mindoro. We'll have a couple of them. And then he also said his co-worker, he doesn't know what kind of dog it is. Ronald doesn't know the different breeds of dogs, but he said it's a big. Good morning. Said it's a really big dog, and he's like holding his hand up like to his hip. And he says they've got puppies coming, and if he wanted one. And I says, oh, well, when that comes, because when we get to Mindoro, we're gonna have some dogs around there, dogs that live around the spot. We already bought a couple goats, and her uncle's taking care of the goats now. And then when everybody's waking up here, and when their breed, it's a breeding pair, and he's taking care of them. And his deal for taking care of the goats, we gave him the money to buy them. And when they breed, he wants one of the goats. He wants half of the goats that are born to him. So I was like, okay, cool, that's a good deal. And he's taking care of them. So when we move there, we'll have some goats. We'll have that, and then of course we're going to get a bunch of chickens and stuff. But we really want to speed it. My wife and I, we want to speed this thing up, because this living in a house with no stinking water, and then the power going out a lot. Over there, the power, it's nothing where they shut the power off an entire day. And that's anymore. It's getting to be a couple times a month. So we're just fed up with it. We're totally disillusioned with Lipa City. It's expensive there. We left. It was 78 pesos a liter at our gas station, our Petron station, and when we got over here, it was like 64 at the Petron station here. So we don't know why gas is more money over there. They have to come farther from the refinery on trucks. It just seems really weird. Plus, the food, I bought heck, it was almost 3 kilos of chicken yesterday, because Crispy was going to make some fried chicken, so I bought a bunch of chicken legs. I had bought 1 kilo of chicken legs at the store, and dang if this, it was, I got a big bag. It was almost 3 kilos for only a little bit more than what we paid for 1 kilo the other day. So, so the prices and everything are much higher over there. And we went to, I don't like the Pure Gold over in Lipa City. It's really dirty. You go inside, the floors are dirty. And for some reason, I was in there, it seems like whenever they have a busy day, because I have stopped in there a few times just to pick up little things. It's close to home. I don't know why they do it, but they'll put the workers in the middle of the day. Instead of stocking the shelves in the morning or at nighttime, they put these guys in the middle, and they'll sit on the floor, and they'll totally block the whole aisleway, so you can't get past them. And they're like sitting there with all their stuff. And I went in there. I was going to just shop there and get our stuff, and I had about a half a cart full of stuff, and I had 4 aisles in a row we couldn't get down. I said, something sweet, let's get the hell out of here. And I just shoved the cart over in the corner, and we walked out. They blocked 4, and that's where we wanted to go get stuff. So we just left. We were like, heck with that. We're not gonna deal with these people. They're the management over there. That's the first time I ever seen, other than a little tiny mom and pop out in Hillbillyville, with a dirty store, and just horrible. And it was the same thing like the Super 8 up in Lipa City. That was another store. We went in there, man, it's dirty. I mean, you look at the floor, it's crap, like dust blew in, and somebody sweeps the middle of the aisle, but the sides are bad. Now that store is pretty cheap if you need a lot of stuff. If you need a lot of the Filipino type foods like the canned sardines and tuna and stuff. But I told Faye, something, I'll pay a little bit extra and we'll go to the Robinsons, because it's really clean. It's kind of wonky the way the aisles are. It doesn't go straight aisles. It the store goes back and then it kind of makes a right. So the aisles are a little bit weird, but it's very clean. I mean, you don't see, the only thing we don't like about it is the meat section. We went in there the first time and we got really good meat. And I told Faye, we're going to shop here. We've been there 3 times since then, and every single time there ain't no way. And even Ami was talking to Faye and said, no, they buy all their stuff in there, but when it comes to meat, they leave and they go to the other store. I don't know what it is over there. And you're walking by the meat counter. Oh, sorry, what do you want? I'm looking at the meat. I don't know any of that crap. I said, look at that. And they just take it and they stir it up like the hamburger and the pork, ground pork. They'll stir it up to make it look good. And I'm like, nah, I don't want any of that. I don't want any of your... But the only thing over there that's good is the chicken. And this last time, the chicken we bought was the like organic free-range chicken. And they weren't much more. They were, per chicken, it was only about 40 pesos more than the other, so 80 cents. So we were just like, let's try them. We're gonna go ahead and try them and see how good. Now we have some chicken from last month that we just ate one the other night, and we got one more. And then once we eat those up, probably next week we'll cook the next one of these new free range and see how tasty they are compared. Because I told Faye, if it's real good, we'll eat them. I hadn't seen those anywhere before. It's just at this one local store by us that has them, and we've been to other stores and I've not seen them. Morning. So I haven't seen it anywhere else. So we're going to grab some more of them probably, because they look really good. They look healthy. Remind me when I was little, and we used to get the chickens. They're more yellow skin and stuff. So I don't want to blabber too much. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. And there's Uncle Onad's duck. I think he's had this duck for about 10 years. Ever since I met him, he's had his old duck, lives down in the canal. I ate a pair this morning and I gave him the pair, and boy, he cleaned it right up. He had that thing and was eating it up. So, all right, guys, I'm going to let you go, and this is Rick Shaw out.